that we all know, because we do have some newer directors on here. So I just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page with where to find some of the information for the new consultant training. So I'm going to share my screen for a second. Okay, if you go on our director page here, okay, so this is our director page. Gina, you're on here now, right? I think you were.
On the page?
You're on this Harper director page, correct?
I don't, only if it was like the legacy one, or I was on that, but that was it.
Okay, I'm gonna add you to this real quick.
Okay.
She's been added. I don't think the request has been.
Oh, okay. Well,
See.
yes, they're trying to invite, I was already invited to the group. You all have been, Gina, you just have to accept the request. Okay. So you may just need, it's probably in your notifications, because I noticed when Kayla tagged you, it actually tagged you, so. Okay, so if you were on this page here, okay, if you go to the announcements, there is an announcement that says new consultant training. It's Evernote. Now, there is specific wording that I have been using for this time. Would you rather me post that in this new consultant training document, or do you want me just to do a separate post so it doesn't get confusing? What would you prefer?
I prefer you do it separate.
Okay, so I'm gonna just take this wording. I actually posted it on Team PC Hotshots last week when I was doing the hashtag solution, all that solution stuff. So I'm just gonna post this, and I'll make it a separate announcement. I'll just do new consultant wording virus. That makes sense? Okay, so, all right. So I'm just gonna post that, and I'm gonna make it an announcement so you guys can find that easily too. So this is just a little bit different than what we would send regular, okay? So you guys can find that, it's an announcement, but everything else is in this document, this new consultant training. So when you're getting a new consultant, okay, so like I just got my new consultant, she just came through on my phone. It said, you have so-and-so that joined your team, okay? So when I see that, I have this wording here, guys. This is saved, or the one that I just posted, that's saved on my phone in a note under new consultants. So when someone comes through my phone and I see the email, I just copy and paste it from notes, send it to them immediately. Okay, so it's just, you know, yay, I saw that you signed up. I want to, it's this first wording right here. Can we schedule a time to talk, you know, tomorrow or the day after? In the meantime, before our call, log into Dash and do the first 10 or so tasks that are in the middle of the page. You can go through those in order, or the task called Connect with Your Recruiter. It's super fun and simple, and each task is a couple of minutes. We'll use that tomorrow on our call. Let me know if you have any trouble logging into Dash or any questions. If they don't respond, here's some wording that they will say, okay? And then you have them send out the wording that I just put in the announcement, which is, you know, more current to this time. You have them send that to 15, 20 friends. The one that I just had sign up today, I'm not starting her parties this weekend. Right now, she's booking parties. So I talked to her on the phone. I told her I would send her the wording. Her goal is to get her first bookings on the calendar for the 11th. Okay, and then any additional she's going to put on the 18th. So I usually try to tell them 2 to 3 that first weekend, one including theirs and maybe a couple more. If they are the kind, you're going to be able to tell those that are overwhelmed with technology versus those that you think can handle it. Okay, so if you think that they're going to be overwhelmed, maybe just have theirs and one more at first. Then that next weekend, maybe they can try, you know, 2 or 3. that next weekend too. So in the new consultant training, I really go over with them, trying to have 3 to 4 parties a week, what that looks like, how they're able to hit their goals. You know, I really zone in on the new consultants when they come to that training on Monday night about trying to work up to 4 shows a week. Okay, so that is what the goal that I set with them. But you can't just add them to that Monday night training without any bookings on their calendar. Okay, so be sure you're working with them, booking the parties, having them start Dash, having them start working through the stuff, and then they can come to me on Monday night with bookings, because then I'm going to go over host coaching, how to get more bookings from their parties and things like that. Okay, so this document here, this is the call that you can do with them. Guys, this call is simple. Okay, it's not very hard. If you're like, oh my gosh, what do I say in this card? I mean, in this call, it's not hard. Okay, if I can get it to pop up. Usually have it on my computer, maybe faster than pulling it up in this document. I don't know. I had someone come over and look at my computer, and they're going to add something to it that makes my Mac instant. So it stops loading so slow, because it's been loading slower lately. Okay, but this document, I'll just pull it off of here when it pops up. So basically, it is going to go over welcoming and introducing yourself. Okay, they need to know a little bit about you. What were your goals when you first started? Did you meet any of these goals? Okay, the biggest thing is you've got to inspire them. So on the new consultant training call, I will talk to them about my journey, okay, and letting them know that they can achieve anything they want in this business. Okay, they don't need to be scared just to have, you know, the bare minimum, that they can reach their goals. So you want to know about their family and them. If you don't know if they have another job, are they married? Do they have kids? You know, especially right now, what are they going through? What are their circumstances currently? Okay, so you need to know a little bit about them, because when you know their why, okay, and what pushes them, what's their goals? Okay, you need to find out their goals. Now, guys, this is not just people you personally recruited. Okay, if you have new people on your team that recruited people also, they have no idea what they are doing. And this is where a bunch of people get lost in the shuffle. When we have 88 people that join our team, they don't join just under people that know what they're doing. Okay, you as the director need to look at your list of who joined your organization last month and make sure that whoever is above them is training these people. Have they had a phone call with them? Have they, do they know about Dash, working through Dash? Okay, are they booking? Have they sent out the wording to them yet? Okay, all of my people that have people that that join, they know the wording to send out. Okay, so that comes from you guys still. Okay, even if maybe you didn't personally sign them up, because otherwise you're gonna have a bunch of people in your organization that are not doing anything, and then they're just falling off because they don't know what to do. Okay, so work with them on getting going and have them attend the training on Monday night. Now, I will say, those of us that are in Empower, isn't Monday night a training? I feel like
Monday
Yes.
at 7.
Monday at when?
7.
7. That's what I thought. So I won't be doing the new consultant training like live, but I will post a link to go watch a past one. So I'll have that option. But Monday and Tuesday, those of us that are advanced directors or higher will be in Empower trainings throughout Monday and Tuesday. And I thought that I remembered it, one being Monday night. So, but make sure, guys, that you are going through this stuff with them. And okay, so here it is right here. Okay, so it's just one page, these things, and basically you're just checking them off. Okay, I have these printed off so I know what the heck I'm talking about. Okay, so I have like these benefit papers when I'm talking about benefits beyond the kit. Okay, I have these printed off. So when I'm talking about the one right here where it talks about 30, 90 days, the fast track flyer, what they get for the rewards as new consultants. Okay, if you don't know what all those rewards are, you need to be sure you have these pulled out so you can give them correct information. Okay, so does anyone have any questions about this new consultant training? Where to find it? Anything about it? Are we all good with it? I see Tony's thumbs up. Okay. If you don't, if you're like, I'm not comfortable with this, okay, let me know, okay, and I can help you with it. Okay, because I don't want you guys to be uncomfortable with what to do, because this is big, and this is where a lot of explosive growth starts happening if these people start going for fast track and start running with these rewards. Okay, that's when explosive growth happens. Right after 88 people join our team, if we don't train any of them, that's where it stops. Okay, so we want to be sure that they know what they're supposed to be doing. And unfortunately, I do not have the time to train 88 people by myself, especially while homeschooling my children right now. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop share. Come down here. There we go. Okay. So something else that did you guys see that video that I posted on Team PC Hotshots today, that YouTube video on how to send reminders all at the same time? Did you guys watch that yet?
I've already watched it. I saw it on somebody else's site here a while back.
Did you?
Yeah.
I had no clue. It was on Director Success, so I went and did it today. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you know how we are looking once people are they're invited, but they're not members when you first add people to the party. There is a website that you can go to that you can download to your computer, and I have the little icon. It becomes a little bell on your browser. But when you go in, okay, you actually can have this program will send reminders to everyone for you. So you don't have to go individually and send a reminder, send a reminder, send a reminder, send a reminder. It does it for you. Okay, so if you haven't seen that video that I posted today, it walks you through exactly how to download it, how to do it, everything. So when it comes to our party starting and we have, 700 people that were invited and haven't seen our members yet, that's where you can send the reminder, and you don't have to spend time doing 700 reminders yourself. I think they do it like, and you can set the time limit of when you want the system, how often you want it to post. So, okay, another thing that I want to share with you all. This month, if you guys didn't know, Home Office was basically giving like a grace month this month, where our titles and stuff are frozen. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that because when we talk about that, we're basically looking at this as a life vest. Okay? And when we just had as much growth as we did last month, the last thing that we want to do is put the brake on and not be pushing the gas. Okay? And what I mean is, if you were to say, well, it doesn't really matter if I'm a green director team this month or not, because it's not going to necessarily affect me, okay? Then you're basically setting yourself up, because what happens when that's not there anymore? Okay, if you are not continuing to push yourself as a director team and push yourself as an individual, okay, what's going to happen when this time is up? So I look at this a lot like we would look at coming off of Christmas time. Okay, a lot of us, we hit that Christmas, we hit all those cookies, we hit all the downtime, and we're like, oh man, I just don't want to start doing anything again. Okay, but if we don't continue to book parties and we don't continue to reach our goals this month, okay, then what's going to happen to next month, and what's going to happen when we hit the summer? Okay, because summertime stuff slows down. So if you guys start slowing down now and then we go into summer, okay, it's not going to be so good. Okay, so the Life Fest is there, but we're going to swim strong enough that we don't have to use it. Okay, that's our goal. We have these little floaties available. Okay, but we're strong swimmers. Okay, we're strong swimmers, and we're going to swim through this month, and we're going to push through. Okay, and we're going to hit our goals still, despite the fact that there's a Life Fest there. Because you guys, I mean, you guys had an excellent month last month. Okay, and I know that you guys can do it this month too. I'm going to post about a booking blitz tomorrow for our organization, and we're going to run it through probably Tuesday. I've noticed if it's too long, people stop participating. Okay, but I'm going to post in there some ideas. We're going to post in there, you know, challenging them with bookings. I'll do some drawings and make sure that our Aprils are where they need to be. Guys, I had someone that is a brand new consultant as of this last month. She messaged me last night and she was like, this nurse party that you suggested, she said, is amazing. She said, I have someone, I told her that I'd like to do this for her. She was needing help setting up a cover photo for it. So I helped her with that last night, made one for her. But she was like, this is such a great idea. This person is so excited that I'm doing this for her. You know, I'm getting her people all excited to do this for her. Okay, if you guys are not taking advantage of some of these fundraisers, you guys are missing out this month. There are people on the executive call that we had today. There are, what'd they say, like 300, I can't remember. It was a huge amount of Feed America parties. I mean, thousands of dollars on these Feed America parties. Okay, because they're doubling the amount that they are donating right now. Okay, so this week coming up is where we're focusing on pampering nurses. Okay, I went live about it. I shared all the information on Team PC Hotshots in a thread. So if you have no idea what the heck I'm talking about, go look at that post on Team PC Hotshots because I shared it all there. Okay, but basically you're picking out a nurse yourself to pamper, inviting her friends, okay? Maybe it's a family member, so you already have some people that you know that you can invite. Maybe it's a mutual friend, you know, so you know some of the people to invite, okay? But you're doing one yourself, and you're also reaching out to people to see if they would like to do one for their friend that's a nurse too. It's just a regular party. It's not a fundraiser. There's 3 additional posts that you do within this party, and I talked about that in the thread too. Okay, so it's just a regular party. Next week after that, the week of the 11th through the 17th, that's when we're going to do the Feed America, and I think I'm going to run it as a mega party for our consultants and really try. There's some execs that did that last month, and they ended up having $2,000 in sales themselves. Okay, but the biggest thing is they need your support, okay, and your encouragement to do these fundraisers. Because seriously, other teams are having so much in sales from these. So if you guys are not trying any fundraisers at all, you really are missing a lot of sales this month.
Hey, Melody,
Yeah.
I can share on the director page. I did, Debbie, was it last week? I threw it out there, the challenge. I talked to the team about doing a fundraiser, but I threw out a challenge and I created a challenge image to sell 10 of the cut and seals and 10 of the scoop and spreads. And I gave my team till Sunday to complete the challenge to get all 20 sold. I can throw the images out there if anybody wants them, but I know Colleen, who joined in February, at the end of February, she ran it for 2 days because she wanted to hit her 1250, and she accomplished that by doing that. So, I mean, I have that if y'all want it.
Yeah.
I'll try to use those as well. And I told them, I said, open it up as a fundraiser. And then if you get other sales, you know, on top of that, how amazing would that be? So just a thought.
Yeah, absolutely. Any ideas right now that you guys are having success with, that, you know, you are sharing with your team and you guys are having sales with, feel free to post them in. I mean, we're looking for anything that's going to help us through this time. Okay. I mean, I just literally had a $250 order pop in on my phone for my party. People are buying, guys. They are. So it's just whether or not you guys are having enough parties to be having enough sales, you know, to really be working with the people to make sure they have enough people in their parties. That's the biggest thing. Okay, because if they don't have enough people in the parties, then it could be a challenge. Okay, but if they invite enough people, there's going to be people out of those that are wanting, you know, to purchase things. But if they just have a handful of people, then they may not be having enough success. Okay, so next Tuesday, the 7th, that is when our virtual team meeting will be. So just to give you guys a heads up for that, so you guys can start talking about it in your teams. Let me ask you this. What is something, if I were to maybe go find someone or do some sort of training on that call, what are your teams needing right now? What do you think would be good information for me to see if I can find someone available? Any thoughts?
The only thing I keep asking mine is they're not keeping an eye on their orders. They're not posting thank yous. They're not. I've been going in and posting thank yous half the time because they're not posting them. The host is saying thank you for your order, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait a while. And a lot of them I know are not working, and I'll send them a message. Hey girl, did you get an email? Oh, let me check. I'm like, you gotta check your emails. Please keep an eye on your emails. Very important.
Yeah.
So maybe you stress that to them. Maybe they'll pay attention a little bit more.
I don't know if you guys, were any of you on Steve Drapowski's training yesterday? I see Angela shaking her head. Debbie was, Misty was. Okay, guys, those trainings are available every week now. Okay, so they've got some really good information. There's another one next week, and I think it's just about virtual party stuff too. So if you want your people to have successful virtual parties, these are some of the best. I mean, like, I just talked with Steve the other day, and it's like he goes, I'm carrying over $9,000 for the beginning of this month, just carrying it over, and he'll still end up with 20-something thousand for last month, but he just decided to carry over 9, into this month, because he was like, I'm worried, that April might not have as much. So he's already at $17,000 in sales, and look what day it is. So if you're learning from people that do this successfully. So having your people listen to this as well. I mean, they send emails about it. You register for it. So, I mean, there's another one next week. They're trying to do them weekly right now. So it's great training for your people.
They did say that
There
those
was-
are available in the STIR. If you scroll all the way down, they'll be
Yes.
Yes, they are in the STIR.
And there
Misty's
was some
right.
good stuff. I learned some new stuff in that I'm going to try. Like,
Yeah, Yeah,
Some
it's
good stuff.
so yes, but you know, you guys can really talk those up on your personal team pages too, because we get emails for them. So you can advertise and say, hey, you know, if you want some great virtual tips, tune into this training today. Check your email. You just got an email, you know, about this training. Be sure to log in and attend it, you know, and it is recorded. So Steve's, you guys can go find, you can copy it, you can post it for your team and say, hey, if you want some really great tips from someone that sells 20 to 30,000 in sales every single month and carries over 9,000 to the next month, here's your guy right here. So, okay. All righty. And then also we're going to have our director meeting. So our next director meeting is going to be April 28th, Tuesday. And we're going to do it before May before May starts, before April ends. So if there's anything that we need to help finish up our month of April and start May, we're ready for it. Did everyone see the hashtag for the month that I posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because I posted that. I saw that people on Team PC Hotshots were asking what it is. So I know that some haven't seen it yet on your guys' pages. But growth mindset is our goal this month. And that's where, so that goes right into them having these Tuesday trainings that they're listening to. Okay, so growth mindset is having the opportunity to grow, okay, and better themselves. And that comes from listening to trainings. So anything that you guys see that's going to help them in their growth or help them with their mindset, okay, be sure to share with them and say, guys, this is our theme for this month. Okay, I mean, basically the theme was, you know, we picked an item for cruise, and so the item is books this month. Books. And that, you know, because you read, a lot of people, not me, because I have children probably, I don't relax on a cruise. I get splashed and whatever. But a lot of people get to sit in the sun with their book and relax and take it in. So that's where the books come from this month, and growth mindset, because whether it's audio, if you guys don't have time to read, okay, whether it's an audio book, whether it's something, I mean, I was telling the leaders on Legacy Leaders, I always am telling them to fill their tank and to fill their minds with positive things, especially right now, guys. Because if you're operating on empty tanks right now, you're not going to be able to function for your team, let alone yourself. Okay, so are you putting enough positive things in your mind right now that you're keeping yourself full? Okay, and that comes from what, you know, do you have a podcast you're listening to? Do you have something, you know, in the car on the way to work, or when you wake up first thing in the morning, sitting outside with your coffee, listening to something, okay? Because right now, guys, stuff is tough. It's really tough, you know, and I was looking at our numbers. I mean, we officially have over 600 people in our organization now, okay? And that's a big load on my shoulders, okay, and yours, okay? So you guys have to have enough to help you with positive mindset right now, that you're filling yourself up, because it's going to be drained, okay, but also that you can be there for your family, for your kids. I mean, I'm drawn from an empty well, I feel like, a lot of times right now. I've done these stairs up and down and up and down and up and down. I come up here to work, and this one needs that. Come up here to work, and I'm going back down to help someone else with something, you know, so it's just constant. But I'm trying to find the good and the positive, you know, positive things in the situation. So, because they're there, guys. You know, like at the end of last month, I didn't have a flippin' hardly thing. I had like 4 or 5 parties on my calendar for this whole month. And I'm telling you, out of the blue, people started contacting me. And I just know that's because I just kept pushing, and I just kept trying to have a positive mindset despite everything that I felt was crumbling around me. Okay, so you've got to be able to fill yourself up enough where you can help others too. Does anyone have anything before we start bingo that you want to share, or anything that you're struggling with, that you're needing some help with?
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so the 150 that we've always said was active.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's something to do with I don't understand the whole 20 thing. Are they considered active with 20 now?
No, they were never considered active with 20. They just wouldn't lose their consultant if they had at least $20 in sales. But
How long does that go?
Once in that up in March, I don't know if they're extending.
They extended it.
They extended the $20 part too. I know that they've extended like everything else. When did they extend it to? Do you guys know the date?
June, I think.
I thought it was June.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
June.
think it's June.
I thought it was June.
On the executive call, they didn't talk anything about the $20. They more so talked about the new consultant rewards and all those things being extended. So Christy, the way that has always worked is you are considered active with 150 in sales. So they could have $20 in sales, but they're still not considered active unless they have 150. But if they were to only submit $20, they would still remain a consultant up until, I guess, June. It was up until March.
Well, I have several that's not on Facebook that they signed up under some of these other people, and they're not on Facebook. So it's very hard for me to get in contact with them because they don't answer their phone and stuff like that. And so I had sent a text out, and like I said, half of them didn't message back or anything, but I was trying to figure out, because sometimes they'll just throw $20 on there because they've seen that. And so I'm trying to figure out who's going to fall off, where I can tell them, you're getting ready to fall off, but I'm not sure which ones are actually going to fall off or not.
Well, if they have submitted at least $20, then they won't.
Okay.
So if you look back over the last 6 months and they have at least $20, then
They're safe.
they're not. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I was looking for the 150, and then I'm like, well, some of them's been on here without sales for 60 or for 6 months, and I'm like, they're still on here, and usually they fall off at the first of the month.
Right.
So
No, that's why. And so it makes it a little bit more difficult to go into that report and look at the ones that are 2 months inactive. I mean, that still shows inactive correctly, because unless they have 150 in sales, they're still not considered active. But it's not going to show, like we reached that 5th month. It's not if they submit 150 anymore. It's if they submit 20. So I guess they're extending that too.
Does that, but you have to be active to get like the kit, what's the
Yes.
kit enhancement?
Yes.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just 1 month, or how does that work?
I would have to look at the policy. It's in that consultant guide. If you look at it where it says kit enhancement, it tells exactly the months that they prior. I think it's like 2 out of 4 years. Yeah, it's like 3 months before, and I think it's like 2 out of the 3 or something. Like they don't take it lightly to be able to get the 40% off. Like you actually have to be doing something. So
Yeah.
So I want to say it's the 3 months before, and I think you have to be active 2 out of the 3 months in order to get it. But yeah, it is in the policy, Leslie. If you look at it and you go where it says kit enhancement, it gives the exact date. I'd have to look it up exactly what it is, but
And it also will tell them when they log in that they are eligible, right?
yes,
I mean, okay.
mine sent it right at the top that I was eligible.
Yeah.
Guys, also
Yeah.
keep in mind our director kits that you guys want to get the fall products for. Our director kits are March through June. Okay, so that's another reason you guys don't want to stop selling. Okay, so March through June, you need to have 1250 3 out of the 4 months, or 5,000 in sales between all those months together, the 4 months. Okay, so 1250 in sales, 3 out of the 4, March through June, or 5,000 a total combined between all those months. Okay, so just so you guys have a heads up now, because we're already 1 month past it, because March was the 1st. I don't want you guys to get to the fall and be really sad when you guys don't get your products. Okay, anything else? Any other questions, guys? Any other comments? Anything? Anything?
I just want to say thank you, Melanie and Angela, for all your help. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. We're so excited for you. This girl right here,
Darn,
guys,
yes.
this girl, I mean, she is, what did you tell me? Your goal was to make advanced director by 2021.
I said 2021.
Okay, let's just say she's going to do it before then.
Way before then.
She consistently has 4 shows a week.
Yeah.
Consistently has 4 shows a week. So, and her team, how many team members do you have right now?
I have a total of 17 now.
Wow.
She just promoted.
Awesome.
So, yep, she's moving and grooving. But how many times have I beat that into your head? 4 shows a week, 4 shows a week, 4 shows a week.
Hey, I've done that for a long time.
You have
When
done
I
it for
figured
a long
out I
time.
could handle it.
Mm-hmm. She's my example on the calls.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll get all my girls to be doing that eventually. I'm
Well, that's
being easy on them.
where it is. Don't be easy on them. They need to know from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because that's the organizations and the teams that are exploding right now is because they are sharing with every single new team member that comes on. Their goal is to have 4 parties a week. And they don't know any different, guys, at this point.
Mm-mm.
Okay, but you tell them just to have 1 party a week, that's what they're going to do. You tell them to have 4, and I explain on the new consultant call, I tell them the reason why we do the 4 is not so I can stress out new consultants. Okay, the reason why we do the 4 is because we know as new consultants especially, they may have a successful one, they're going to have one that tanks, they may have one in the middle, and they're going to maybe have one that cancels. If they only have 1 on their calendar, they're going to be frustrated when that 1 party does maybe $200 in sales. That's why we tell them that, guys. And I explain that in the new consultant call. I tell them the reason why we try to have 4 is because I want you guys to feel success. Okay? Because not every party is going to be high selling. They're just not. They're going to be averages. I look at the average of my week between all of my parties combined. What did they produce? I don't look at them necessarily individually. As a whole, from all the parties I had, what was my average in sales? What did I have that week in sales? Okay. All right, I'm gonna go get my thing. You guys get your little papers ready and your tokens of whatever you're putting your stuff down on.
Oh, Scrooge. I didn't get nothing.
You didn't get it? A bingo card, Mindy?
No, I did.
Oh. Did everyone do it? Because some people said, and I sent it, it just did not come through as images. Yes, Gina, it will. I just saw yes, it will be recorded. Gina's 20th wedding anniversary is on Tuesday the 28th. Congratulations, that's awesome.
Yeah.
20 years. Well, we'll let you skip this one, Gina.
Thanks. I don't think Sean would understand.
Like, it's really important. It's my first. No, it's your second. This is technically your first. So you got over the first one, so you're good. Kayla got kicked off and she can't get back on. She hates AT&T. Kayla has horrible, horrible, horrible service.
I'll let my husband know you said that.
She I have Hey D&D. She has been waiting for months. If you ever wonder if you feel like these days, like you're like, well, where is Kayla at? It's because literally when she got a puppy, she posted a week later, it posted on her timeline that she got her puppy. That's how long it took for her to post her message. So she's really struggling with her internet. Like she can't get on. I was over there one time, guys. The struggle was real. Okay, I'm gonna get my thing. And I will say, I have several prizes that I'm going to be mailing out, so you want to win. No cheating. I'm going to make you call back the letters here. Okay.
Before we start,
What'd you say? Oh, it's on your phone? Ha!
I'm gonna move sunshines on the numbers.
Cute. Before we start, what?
can I ask a question?
Yes.
I had a lady that was interested in joining in January.
Mm-hmm.
I invited her to the opportunity event. She attended, and then she started like dissing some of the products. Is it wrong that I don't want her on my team?
No, not necessarily, because if she doesn't believe in the product, then why would she want to be? Has she joined your team?
No.
Okay. I would maybe just have a conversation with her and just say, one of the things, and then one of the reasons that I'm able to be successful at Pampered Chef is because I love the products and I stand behind them 100%. Do you feel like that is something you would be able to do if you were a consultant?
That's a good way. I was just like, I don't even want to talk to this lady.
Because if she has those feelings about the products or something about the company, then there's no you have to, that is the reason that I am successful in this business, because I am not a flipping salesperson. But I believe in the products and the quality of the products, and I can sell them because I love them. So if she doesn't have that.
Well, she attended a cooking show, and I used the quick cooker to make salsa chicken. And then right off the bat, like she just started talking about how long it took. She's like, I could have cooked it quicker on the stovetop. Just things like that.
I would be like, have you ever tried a pressure cooker before?
I was like, eh.
She obviously hasn't cooked with a pressure cooker before.
So I was just, I know it's a recruit, but okay.
I would.
Maybe I'll hit it from that angle.
Yeah.
Hello. Your plate's in the microwave.
Okay, yeah. Whoa. Okay, first ball. Here we go.
I have no idea what y'all are doing.
Bingo. Let me see if your card came through. Hold on.
Did she get a card?
I had about 4 people who said, they're on here, that said that their cards didn't come through, and I saw where it said they didn't send the picture. Hold on, Joanne, I got you a card.
I was like, what are they doing?
Okay, ready? I'm sending it to you.
Send it to me.
Let me see if it went through, or if it didn't go through, obviously. That's why you're like, what the heck are they doing?
And then if you have a photo editing app, you can upload it to there and then just use little pictures or whatever to cover the number.
Do you have like a, what's it called?
I'm using Pic Collage.
Pic Collage.
I got it.
Did it come through?
I printed mine.
Okay.
Got it.
Oh, that's
Giant.
big.
It printed huge.
It's like poster size. You're gonna throw your
Yeah, it
cards
printed
at
the
it.
full sheet. I was like, okay.
Joanna, we'll give you just a second to do what you need to do. Gina, did
So
you
I
get
have-
yours?
So I have to use quarters to cover them because they're so huge.
Did you get yours, Gina? Okay.
Yep. Excuse me.
Okay, I'm good.
You good?
Yep.
All right, girlie, here we go. First one is G51. G51.
Are we just doing regular bingo?
Yes. You mean just like put the thing on the thing? Like what's
Like,
the other option?
Just a line, straight line, not
Oh.
blackout or whatever.
Yeah, we're not doing blackout this time.
Okay.
Maybe like the last one or something we'll do. This is just like you're trying to get yours in a row.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, next one. N38. N38.